friends. I'm so sorry I couldn't do live. I had some family things that I couldn't refuse, but I'm going to make sure that I break this down slowly and thoroughly. We're going to continue on with choreography. We're not revisiting. Feel free to go back through the group and check out the first class because it builds on, it plugs right into where we start for that second class, which was last week. And this is our third one. Again, it's going to plug right in. I created the routine to the song Medusa by Jem. Musicality is open for interpretation. So it's a slow song. You can choose to throw your leg or your hair at certain beats once you get familiar with the music. So it doesn't have to be exactly as I created it. The routine is only about 2.5 minutes total, and the song is longer than that. So you can kind of play around with it and see what you can come up with and stylize it yourself a bit. So we're starting our warm-up. You're either going to need your legs covered fully in leggings for sliding around, especially if you're going to be on carpet, or if you're in shorts, over-the-knee socks are best to give you the most slide. This is the new girl. She just got here last night. Picked up a stray. And then of course, knee pads are always suggested as well. I've gotten some questions about what I use. This is a really cheap brand by Dance You. That's it. Dance and the word you. On Amazon, I think I got them for like $9.99. They run a little small. Make sure that you read their size chart. Getting into our warm-up, you don't have to have a mat necessarily, but it can cushion the joints if you really need it in our cobra pose. So we're going to do standing first, continuing with our protraction and retraction of the shoulders because it's so very important in our body waves and the ability to make the move on the floor look slinky. When we're standing, body waves are easy to manipulate the chest. Notice how my chest is forward, now it's back, forward, back. Bring your attention to my shoulders. They are rounded, now they're pressing back, rounded, pressing back. It's easy to do when we have this whole trunk of the body supporting the chest, but on the floor, you're this way. So it starts in the shoulders. It starts in protraction to roll the body back, retraction, protraction to roll the body back. So you see how it makes a nice horizontal wave because we've taken the jaw away from the legs and the torso and given it to the arms instead. Do this all the time, all the time, all the time. Standing, feet are hip width apart. You're gonna do a nice hard tuck of the tailbone first. Fully engage those legs. Think kind of like mountain pose in yoga for this lower body. And you're going to press your palms to the wall and peeled fingertips back in towards you. From here, separate the shoulder blades, close the chest, push the hands to the wall, tuck your chin a little bit, and without releasing this lower back, don't allow the tailbone to come up. Keep tucking under. Allow the upper back to round backwards a bit. And retract. Pinch those shoulder blades together, open the chest. And protract. Nice strong lower body. Getting everything to wake up and create heat. And retract, like you're gonna touch those shoulder blades. Last one, protract, round that upper back, tuck your chin maybe a little bit, and release, shake it out. Doing the same, but overhead, so my arms are going out at about a 45-degree angle. I'm gonna tuck and engage my full lower body, protract, separate the shoulder blades, as if you're gonna push your heart out the back of your shoulder blades. And retract. Protraction. Don't forget about that low body. And retraction. Release. Shake it out. Bring ourselves down to our mat. Stacking, bone stacking. So I'm bringing my knee just below the hip, wrist under shoulder, shoulder under elbow. Nice wide spread on the fingers, same exercise. So for this, I'm going to keep my low back completely immobile. So from about here down, I'm trying to maintain a straight, flat back. If you have a block, sometimes it helps to sit it here on your low back to try to balance it flat. Protract, so we separate the blades and round the upper back. And retraction. Push the floor away, separate the shoulder blades, and retract, pinching shoulder blades together. Protraction and keep it there. If you can, look up at me. If you can't maintain that rounded upper back while looking at your screen, drop out for a moment and watch my example. I'm going to cat and cow with my tailbone while maintaining this push here in my shoulders. Coming into a cow, notice how I'm rounded in the upper half, but I'm dipping in the lower half. And then switching all the way into a full cat where I can protract even further and look in at myself. And then cow with the tailbone, cat. Join me now. Cow, tailbone is reaching towards the ceiling. Don't allow that chest to drop. Keep rounding the shoulders. And cat. Cow. Cat. Cow. Cat. And neutral. A couple of neck rolls. Arms down at your side. And drop our shoulder, drop our ear to our shoulder. Left and right and left and right. Center, we're gonna look left, trying to take the chin to the shoulder, and right, left and right. Good posture here. Begin to spot on the wall. Now, each time we turn, we spot a little further back than the last pass. A little further back, a little further back. Keep the motion in the neck. This shouldn't be straining. It should be work, but not strain. Center. Draw circles with your chin. So this is like making double chins and then extending to the ceiling. This is not a drop back. Usually I do another exercise before this one to make that clear. The chin is not coming backwards and the back of the head coming to the back of the neck. Instead, that chin is going out and up. And when it circles around to the side and comes down, it comes down and in, like you're making double chins. So it turns into this. Boy, I'm crunchy. My neck is super crunchy. Drawing the circle with your chin. Gets a little bigger and a little bigger. When you're making a double chin, reverse. Small. Bigger. Bigger yet. At a double chin, come to neutral. You're going to want to be able to slide for the next part of the warm-up. So please grab your socks. If you haven't already, it does take me just a moment to get mine on. Starting with attitude twists, just to get the body warmed up for the next sliding exercise. We're on our bellies, arms out to the side, like a T. Bending right knee, so you kick yourself in the butt. Kick the foot towards the ceiling. So I'm creating space from the very top of the quad to the knee. Twisting the foot across the body and aiming for your hand. It's okay if you don't get there. It's a challenge. Rolling onto belly, we touch hip first, upper thigh, mid thigh, and then the knee. Release. And switching sides, including with the head. So kicking left, kick your butt, lift through the cheek. This is the glute doing the work here, not this base leg. Twist across the body, reaching for your hand. And roll onto the belly. Repeat. Kick your right cheek, lift with the glute, twist, and come back. Kick your left, lift through the glute, twist. And as we roll onto our belly, you keep this engaged. So when I'm on my stomach, look at how high this is. All of that space under there. Roll it down to the knee. Kick, lift. Maintain this space, maintain this squeeze. Twist. Come to your belly, but not your quad. Now the quad, one at a time, 3 sections. Top, mid, and bottom of the quad touches down. Kick yourself left, glute lift, twist, keep it engaged, and roll it back onto the floor. Continuing on, continuing to build the heat and wake up the muscles we need to engage for our dance. So you guys that were with me last month, you're going to need to be able to slide, so come off of your mat. I don't want you on anything sticky. Some of you have already learned what this exercise builds us up to. So watch my example first. We're going to be laying on our belly. We need to be able to slide with our knees. I'm going to place the hand behind me, which is my left, palm up to the ceiling, and allow from shoulder all the way down to fingertips to touch the floor. My arm behind me is not here. It is out at about 40 degree angle. Other hand is palm down. I'm making a little cricket leg with my arm. Bending, right knee. I'm going to kick, and I'm going to let's bend both. So we're going to bend both, kick the knee, and try to slide. I need more sock. I might need my knee pads to show this to you. Palm up, cricket leg. Both knees are bent, but my right is lifted. Can you see that my left knee is down here? My right knee is elevated. I'm going to slide up and slide down. Lift, slide the knee up, slide the knee down. Join me now on your bellies. Make sure that if you're not in leggings, you have plenty of coverage here just above the knee. That's where I was sticking and I couldn't move at all. Nice and high, or get your knee pads on. Belly, palm up, left, 45 degree. Right hand, palm down. My head, arms, shoulder, my left shoulder and my chest stay in contact. Bend both legs, but lift through the glute with your right butt cheek. Dig, press this back knee into the ground and press it up towards your chest while hyper engaging this low back, and slide back down. Let's try that 2 more times. Engagement, press the knee forward and drag it towards your chest. To the floor, release. Engage, press the knee slide, just like that attitude twist. I land on my belly and not my quad. My quad comes, then my knee comes last. We're switching sides. I'm going to pull my legging up. And I'm not going to turn around because I want you to be able to see that exercise from the other direction. On our bellies, right hand is palm up, and I'm touching from shoulder all the way out. My arm is out about 45 degrees. Left palm is down, elbow is up, making a little cricket leg. I'm bending both knees. However, I'm going to engage left, pressing right knee into the floor and trying to drag the top of the knee forward towards my chest. You're going to feel this a lot down here. And release. Now the leg comes down. Engage the cheek, drag the knee towards the chest, and release. One more time. Engage the leg with the butt, drag the top of the knee towards the chest, and release. Release the leg last. Moving on, you'll notice that our warm-up directly relates to the dance move, so it conditions you to be able to adjust. We've got 2 more, right? Watch me first. We're going to be setting up. We still need to be able to slide, so we're setting up off our mat in tabletop. However, I'm going to walk my hands forward instead of underneath my shoulders. Directing my weight forward, almost like you're going to do a push-up on your knees. You're going to protract that upper back. Allow your hips to scoop under. So this is a tailbone tuck while leaning forward. And then you drag the knees in. Try it with me now. Tabletop. Walk the hands forward. Shift the weight forward. Immediately protract and scoop the hips under. So it's a tailbone tuck. Now push the heels of your hands towards your knees. And use your abdomen to drag your knees towards your hands. So again, this is another type of like jackknifing motion where it isn't one body part doing the dragging or pushing. They're both working to bring the body together. It is not just abs to scoop under, it is also the press of the hands, and then pretend you're taking the heel of that hand backwards, shoving in and dragging that weight forward. Let's try that one more time before we add on. Tabletop, hands go further forward. Protract, scoop, and drag. What this does is it creates a wave on your toe slide. So those of you who took the previous classes are familiar with toe slides. We're going to add that in now. I go forward with my hands in my tabletop. Shift the weight, protract, scoop, actually elevate the knees this time, and toe slide in. It's almost like a down dog, right? Here's down dog, and when we toe slide, we end up here. Very, very similar, except for in down dog, our shoulders are not protracting at all. Dragging in, so we're trying to pike those hips up. One more time, tabletop, hands are further forward though. Shift the weight, protract, separate those shoulder blades, scoop the tailbone, straighten those knees, and toe slide up. Bringing ourselves to our mat for our final stretch. Belly down, legs as wide as your mat. Bring your cricket arms, your cricket legs in so that your fingertips are in line with your nipple. Deep breath. Lift through your back before pressing with your hands. So take a moment here to show me and prove to yourself that you're not cheating with your hands. Float them for a second and put them back down. Try to maintain your height with the muscles. Now that we've said, oh, hello, back muscles, thanks for helping me get up. we tell them, do most of this work, and arms, you be lazy. Push, 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 lift, lift, squeeze, squeeze. Up as high as your body will allow you to go. Those elbows need to be pressing in towards the body. Your shoulder blades should be pressing into the back flat and sliding down the back, trying to elevate the heart as much as possible. This isn't a back bend. This is instead directing the sternum up. I'm going to squeeze the glutes for a moment. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay where you're at, but release the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands about 2 hand lengths forward. Same thing. Shoulders in. Elbows in. Shoulder blades flat to the back. Lift the sternum. Squeeze the cheeks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands go about 1.5 to 2 hand lengths forward. Lift. Squeeze the glutes. Engage. At this point, if your legs can come together comfortably, please do so. Release the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And all the way down for me. Chest comes down, forehead goes to the mat, and you're going to twist in the upper body to press one armpit at a time to the floor. Excelente. All right. Getting ourselves ready for dancing. Knee pads, if you've got them. These are a bit tight over top of my leggings. Yeah, so that's the cheat. I put them on underneath my knee socks for aesthetics. All right. I know it takes a while, and since this is pre-recorded, if you took longer than me, please pause this now. So let's check out how we finished. I actually ended you in a shoulder stand. We did not go over the exit. We were just rolling out of it with the pumpkin rolls, if we remember, right? Pumpkin rolls. Giving our backs a little massage. Here's the way out, and that's what we're starting with. So reviewing pumpkin roll, remember that you catch your butt and you walk your hands down towards the shoulder blades to get into a shoulder stand. And as you're walking your hips into the air, you're also pressing your shoulders down and away from the ears to elongate the neck at the same time. The chin slightly presses to the ceiling. We're not doing the double chin here, all right, in order to protect the cervical spine. So we ended here. The routine brought us up with crossed ankles and open, and then I had you guys roll out. So instead, you're going to shoulder roll to the side. We came from one direction. We came from this direction here. And you're going to continue to the other side, dropping a knee and rolling out. So what does that look like in place? So this is my right shoulder is behind me bearing down. This is my left palm. Hiking toe slide up. I slide to my left. I do all my fancy leg work, and then I keep sliding to my left and drop my knee. Hopefully it's not going to be too hard to grasp because it's just retro we're just doing the backwards motion of how we came up on the other shoulder. We're rolling up onto right shoulder and down off of left. Go, go. So to come out of the shoulder stand, I'm dropping a knee. The same way we weight transferred from one shoulder onto both shoulders in the shoulder stand, I'm going to weight transfer and slide my legs all to the left so that I'm all on one shoulder. Yet again, just switching sides. Chin is tucking while we're transitioning. Shoulders are always engaged. So most common problem I see with shoulder rolls is the loosey-goosey shoulders. They completely collapse. They either get pressed in, suppressed by the floor, or they get elongated too far away from the neck. You are constantly engaged with this shoulder. It is always pushing into the floor, whether it's pushing down into the floor with the front or the top. Pushing. It is holding you up. Otherwise, where are you? You're in your face, you're on your ear, you're on your neck, and that doesn't feel good, and it can be dangerous. So one more time from this direction. Just as I am weight transferring from one shoulder, my leg must sweep left in order to bring the weight across both shoulders. I must continue my legs to the left, both of them. I'm using this waistline to twist my upper body so that I may bring right leg around and transfer the weight all to this right shoulder. Now notice I'm not using hands because I've been practicing for a long time at shoving my shoulders into the floor. It is holding me up, literally. If I collapse it, I cannot hold, and it feels scary. So your legs sweeping are what transfers your weight. Keep traveling, right? You're welcome to try that exercise, just traveling and skipping all of that leg work. But because we're limited on time, and we only have one more class to complete our routine, I'm going to start you here from the center, which is our shoulder stand. Please feel free to practice from the floor, your toe slide pike, all the way through, okay? So I have pushed my shoulders down away from my ears. I just did the thing, all the things, and then I twist. So notice, I'm still squared here in my shoulders. I'm using this waistline to twist because I need these legs to keep traveling that direction until I can shove it into my left shoulder and make contact with that foot. Oh wait. So here we are. So thankfully, you don't have to go to the foot, you're going to the knee because I lied to you. You're bending the knee to the direction you are rotating the weight. I like to designate when I practice where's my audience, and that helps me directionally as well. So you're my audience. That's how I'm performing. This is my backside, where the curtain would be for stage. You are my audience. So my back knee is what bends. My front leg is what stays straight. From this position, the arm behind you is in the same setup as your toe slide pike from the other direction. So we're literally just switching it up, doing the exact same thing on the other side. From here, I continue to shove left shoulder into the floor. I taught this move exactly on one of our little happy hours that we did last month. It was like a mini tutorial. So some of you have done this with me. I continue to allow my legs to travel to my left. I bend left knee. I lift through the glute to pick up right leg. So now both feet are elevated. My butt is working overtime. From this position, I kick myself in the butt. I allow my bottom leg to fall open to the side, and I crunch in for a second. I continue to push through the shoulder. My bottom knee is sliding, and I pinch through left waist. including my glute, in order to keep me elevated. See how I make like a little bridge here? This hand is wherever it needs for your balance. If you don't need it, you're just gonna do pretty things with it. Until you roll over, you're not on your back, you're actually on your arm, and extend. Kick myself in the butt, bring my knees together, my cricket leg comes back, my knees come back. All right, let's try it. Let's try the whole thing. So from your shoulder stand. Shoulder stand, catch your butt from a pumpkin roll. Walk your hands down towards your shoulder blades. Those of you who are unable to pumpkin roll up, remember that you can do a bridge with your feet on the wall, walk your feet up the wall, and catch your butt with your hands and do the exact same stuff we're doing. So we did all our fancy leg work and we're here. Meet me here. We're going to twist in the torso to continue the legs traveling left. You're going to bend left knee, press left shoulder into the floor to support you. Now you're holding yourself with your left hand, which is the one behind me. It was keeping my butt up. I'm going to release it to the floor so it is behind me with palm up. Here's my cricket leg. Keep traveling my legs to my left. Kick myself in the butt with left. Try to keep a straight leg with your right. Kick yourself in the butt once it's as high as you can get. So make sure that it's not this. Well, that's still kind of cute actually, but the routine is to bend bottom and lift straight right leg. Now kick yourself in the butt. Drop left foot behind you and crunch in. So from this direction, kick myself in the butt. I allow the foot to drop to the side, and I also crunch this knee in. Watch that again. See how I'm bent and I'm seated in this? My knees are not here. They're in. I'm kind of in a fetal position. I continue to roll onto my shoulder. Active left shoulder is holding me up, as is my straight left arm under me. And extend. Kick myself in the butt. Rolling onto chest first and my knee. My knees come together. We're going to do it together again. Watch this direction. So I either walk my feet up a wall, catch my butt, or I pumpkin roll and catch my butt. We did all our fancy legs, and we ended here. Legs travel left. Bend left knee. Left shoulder is holding me up, keeping me safe. I release my hand from my waist. My palm is up. I find my cricket leg. Legs keep traveling left. I kick myself in the butt lefty. Right leg comes up straight, and then I kick. I internally rotate this bottom knee in order to lay down the foot. So I'm not on my back. I'm on my shoulder and my arm, and that's it, and my knee. The rest of me is elevated. Kick myself in the butt. Bring the hips down towards the floor, but we keep them lifted while the chest reaches the floor first. Then the knees come together, and then we slide down. With me now. Shoulder stand. Straddle split. Twist left, drop left knee. Left hand releases your waist. Legs keep traveling left. Kick yourself in the butt, straight leg in the front. Kick yourself in the butt. Pivot open. Kick yourself in the butt, chest, knees, and then we slide the knees behind us. I'm thinking if that was a rough go. Another direction for you. Here's where we ended. So traveling left, drop left knee, left shoulder, left arm, cricket. So that elbow is bent. And that is now from every direction. So we have to do it from the other side. You might surprise yourself, it might be your dominant side. So we did practice the entrance once or twice from the other side. Meet me on your belly. So now this is my right palm. Right elbow is up for cricket leg. Left palm is up towards the ceiling. Shoulder all the way down, the arm is touching. Piking. Legs travel overhead into our shoulder stand. Our hands catch a butt. We do all the leg fans, right? Pretend we did. And then travel the legs right. Left palm down. I release my waist with my right hand. And I drop back knee. Straight leg in front where my audience is. Kick myself in the butt right. Left leg goes high and straight. And once it's as high as you can crank it, you kick yourself in the butt. Internally rotate bottom knee. So you're turning it in towards the body. We crunch in a little baby bit. This knee is coming forward. Let the knee slide away from you on the floor. We're on our shoulder, elevated. Pinch in that side waist, right? Extend. This arm could be overhead or wherever you need balance. Kick yourself in the butt. Knees come together, but butt goes in the air. So your chest rolls over and you're trying to maintain air, right? Space. And then a slide down. Let's try just the exit. Pumpkin roll, catch your butt. Shoulder stand, fancy legs. Meet me here in a straddle. Twist in the waistline. We bend right knee. Hand, palm is down. The arm behind me is palm up. We keep sliding the legs towards the right. Kick yourself on the butt. Left leg is straight until the very last second. Kick your butt. Internally rotate bottom knee. Externally rotate top knee. Kick yourself in the butt. Internally rotate top knee. Chest to the floor. Knees together. And a slide away. So now I'm starting to cue you for internally and externally rotation. Because we worked on it on the other side so many times. They were just kind of stepping it up a little bit, adding a little more fine tuning. So you'll be very pleased to know that the next step is super duper easy. We're going to go through this one last time on the side and continue on. Pumpkin roll, catch your butt. Meet me in shoulder stand, straddle. Twist in the waist, direct the weight right. Drop right knee, left palm to the floor, sliding legs. Kick yourself in the butt with your back knee. Top leg is straight. Kick yourself in the butt. Externally rotate top knee while bottom knee internally rotates. That'll drop your foot to the floor. Rolling. Strong shoulder. Strong arch. Kick yourself in the butt. Internally rotate top knee, roll onto chest, and then bring knees together. Next step, this is where we end, so our knees are bent. We're trying to bring our feet as close together as possible. The arm behind us has been extended. We need to bring it up, elbow in the air, just like our front hand is. Pressing through the floor, I'm going to lift my shoulder blades before the rest of my body. So the idea is not to scoop up with the head and chest. The idea is to peel the temple of the head, right here, in towards the chest. So what does this look like in your shoulder blades? Protraction. Protract, chin tuck with your head to the side, so it's awkward, and lift through the shoulder blades. The legs go down in tandem, right? So instead of flipping the hair up and coming up at the chest, real time, it is this. It is shoulder blades, Chin is tucked. And then I open the chest and flip the hair. And it comes up as my legs go down. Yeah, much easier one, right? Here's where your training from warm-up comes in. Watch the example. If you need to come out of this cobra, please do so. Protraction, roll back until hips are over top of me. And that's your cue to pop it into cow. Real time, it looks like this. Push the floor away, so protraction. Nothing's moving but my shoulders. Don't allow the rest of the body to move. Just my shoulders. Now I direct the weight backwards and do a cat stretch. And as soon as my hips reach, I lied, I said real time. Here's real time. Again. Be careful not to push all the way back here because now this doesn't work. Do you see how like wimpy my back arch is? I can't like make my booty bounce as much as I can make my booty bounce here. Like you can see a little reverberation. Try this with me. From a cobra, protraction, tuck your chin, cat, and as soon as your hips are over the knees, we pop into a cow back. How about we try it from the floor? So both knees are bent. Let's pretend like we just came out of the last move so it's easier to plug into the routine. So my right palm is to the ceiling, shoulder is down. We landed from last move. Now we must bring the back arm up. Both hands and elbows are here. And as I protract, I kick the legs down. Now, I protract, wave back, cat. I'm sorry, cow. Let's do it again. Lay down, knees bent, as if we just finished last move. Bring the elbow up, protraction, legs down. Tuck your chin, protraction, cat wave, cow. Again. Oh, we should probably switch sides, but this is pretty even. We're waving the same, it's even. We can skip the other side. We're just turning around in that case. Here we are with both our cricket legs. Knees are up. Protraction, legs go down, head is coming up. Protraction, tuck your chin, wave back, booty pop. The last part of today's lesson is also something we already warmed up for. Please sit down and check out the description and the demo first. When I booty pop, my arms were already out in front of me because they are chest height. So watch, they don't have to move. They're already way up here. They're not in tabletop under my shoulders, right? So this is the same kind of toe slide that we learned in the warm-up. Go, go, go. Go, baby. Insanely friendly for being a stray. I am going to toe slide in, but unlike the warm-up, I'm going to bring my front leg further to the front. So they're staggered instead of being even. And it looks like so. I booty popped with a cow back. Shift the weight forward, protract the shoulders. I drag in, I toe slide and bend both knees, landing on my back right knee. So did you see how it was not both up and in? Instead, this back right one did that motion exactly, but I need to be mindful to split the legs and bring my left one further forward to land on either the top of the foot if you have hella points, or the toe, or the ball of the foot for a demi point. And I'm going to keep the same legs and show you from the back side. So I booty pop, bring the weight forward, protract the blades. I tuck the hips under. I toe slide with straight legs, and then I bend both knees to sweep. Right knee under me, my left knee came forward. You probably can't see through my hair, but here I am. So I split the legs. Try it with me. Same side we were trying. Let's go from a booty pop. So set up table, further ahead. Booty pop. Shift the weight. Protraction. Scoop, tuck. It's like the warm-up. Drag the heels of the hands back as you straighten your knees. Begin to pike hips up. Now bend back knee, which is right, and split the legs, bringing left leg forward. Try it again. Table, further ahead, booty pop, shift over the arms, protract, hip thrust towards the floor, straighten those knees, drag, bend both knees, but drag front leg further forward. Yeah, stay here with me, look at your screen. If you're on the top of your foot, here, you're gonna have to come to a demi, right, on the ball of your foot. Bear down through back right hand, and lift that back knee. So my right knee is elevated so that I may slide it through, slide, 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 windows and threading. Left hand must release, and I will slide all the way down to my bum with an extended leg. Let's watch that retrograde. Sometimes that helps a lot. Now we're not going backwards. This is just for teaching purposes, right? I think the toe slide is harder than the transition of windows and thread. Let's try that whole thing together. Tabletop, walk the hands forward, booty pop. Shift the weight, protract, thrust. Straighten those knees, drag in, almost like you're gonna pike up, and then at the last second, split the legs, bending the knees, and bring yourself to the ball of your foot. Now, elevate right knee by pushing through the front foot and the back hand. Slide the knee through. Release this hand. Sit on your butt and finish extending right leg. One more time. Switch sides. Table. Further. Pop. Shift. Protract. Split the legs. Hover the knee, because all the weight should be on this foot, and this right hand. Slide through. Other side. Table. Further ahead. Shift. Protract. Thrust. The tailbone is pressing under. We lift the knees and toe slide in. We bend the knees, split the legs, and drag right foot further forward. We're now on the ball of our foot, so that we can press left hand into the floor behind us and float this knee so that we can slide it through and release at the same time. Sit on your butt and finish extending. Meet me back there. You don't have to reverse it like I am. I just want to make sure you see it and understand it. Meet me back in table. Further ahead. Booty. Shift. Protract. Thrust. Knees. Now we bend knees, split them. Ball of the foot. Weight on left hand, slide through, sit on your butt, finish extending. I don't know if we did it 3 times on the other side or not. Let's do it again for good measure. Table, further ahead, booty. So the booty pops over your knees. It doesn't pop back here. It just doesn't work. Shift. Toe slide, bend the knees, split the legs. Windows and threading. This is your window, this leg threaded through it. Excelente. We're gonna put all of that together. Hopefully I don't have mush mouth. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm not calling these out very well tonight. So meet me in shoulder stand. Pump and roll. Grab your butt. Get high on your shoulders, so really elongate that neck. Bring yourself into a straddle because we already did our fancy leg things. We'll shift left first. Twisting, bend left knee. Release your waistline with both hands. Keep shifting the weight left. Bend left knee as both legs elevate. Kick yourself in the butt. Internally rotate your bottom knee. Top knee externally rotates, and that will bring you to your shoulder. Pinch the waistline. Extend. Kick yourself in the butt. Internally rotate to your chest first, then your hips, then your knees come together, and you slide flat. Bring your back elbow up. Protraction. Legs down, head up. Protraction. Cat wave. Pop. Shift. Protraction. Hip thrust. Straight knees. We pike with a toe slide. Start to bend the knees and split the legs at the same time. We come to the ball of our foot for a demi-point. Continue sliding left knee through as right hand opens up. We sit on our tush and finish opening up the leg. 10 minutes. We can do that again on this side. Shoulder stand. Straddle. Twist left. Drop left knee. We're really pressing and engaging through left shoulder this whole time. My back arm is now flat. Both legs go up. So I kick myself in the butt with my back leg. Kick myself in the butt with my front leg. We rotate the knees in order to help us roll onto our side as we extend. Kick yourself in the butt. Internally rotate top knee. Hand is here for support. I roll into my face, chest, knee, my whole body. I bring my back elbow up like my front elbow. Protraction, head goes up, feet go down. Tuck the chin, protraction, cat wave, booty pop. Shift the weight onto the hands. Protraction on the shoulders. Try to shove your heart to the ceiling through your shoulder blades. Extend the knees, toe slide in, bend the knees, split the legs. Windows and thread. Here's your window, here's my threader. Left knee slides through, sit on your butt. Becomes circular. Other side. Meet me in shoulder stand. Straddle. Twist right. Right knee bends, because that's the back knee. My hands were holding my waist, but they go to the floor. Left palm down, right palm is facing the ceiling behind me. I keep sliding the legs behind me. Both legs elevate. Kick yourself in the butt. Externally rotate top knee, internally rotate bottom. Keep shoving through that shoulder and pinching through the waistline to keep you elevated like a bridge. Kick yourself in the butt, internally rotate. Your face comes down, your chest comes down, your knees come together, and we slide flat. Back elbow comes up, protraction. Really try to head crunch. It's like a chin drop to your chest, or rather to your shoulder because your head is turned to the side. So head comes up, feet go down. Tuck your chin, separate those blades, cat wave, booty pop. Shift the weight forward, protract, knees extend. We toe slide, bend the knees, split the legs so that my front left leg comes further forward to my ball of the foot. Right back knee needs to slide through. Sit on your butt, extend your leg. Last time. Shoulder stand. Straddle. We're shifting weight and legs. Right knee touches. Left palm. Shift the legs around. Both legs in the air. I'm kicking myself in the butt. Now with both legs, I kind of crunch in the fetal by bringing both knees forward so that I may balance as I rotate open onto shoulder and knee. Nothing else is touching. Oh, I'm sorry, my whole bottom arm is touching. Extension, kick your butt. I roll onto my face, chest, knees, slide. Back elbow comes up, protraction, head up, feet down. Tuck your chin, protract, body wave, booty pop. Shift to the weight, protraction, tuck the hips, straight knees, you toe slide, pike up, bend the knees, split the legs. Thread through, right leg, we sit on right hip, and open up. Whew. And can you believe there's just one more class? This was a lot. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember that if shoulder stands bother your neck or your shoulders, there is a nerve decompression that we can do where you're pressing through the palm of your hand, you're peeling fingertips in towards your shoulder, spread the fingers, and you rotate here, like you're twisting your hand on the floor. You'll do that low, you'll do that high. I feel it, actually. Maybe I should be doing it. Also, for those of you, because this isn't live, anybody who struggled with exiting the shoulder stand that way, you can practice this whole thing without that. You can just skip out of your shoulder stance by coming into this position. You drop your tabletop, you drop your chest to the floor, chest and face. Kick yourself in the butt with your back leg. Remember to identify where your audience is. So you're my audience, and this is my right heel kicking my right butt cheek, and then extend up. And here you can do the whole routine. You see, we just omitted the shoulder stand. Okay. Thank you, and thank you. Feel free to send me the videos. It might be a little tricky because I wasn't there for answering questions in the heat of the moment when you were learning. So I will be away next week. I'm still going to bring you class. Just not sure if it's going to be pre-recorded or if I'm going to Zoom live. I think I've got everything set up to Zoom live. Take care, girls. I hope it was an excellent workout.